The V7 Special is sophisticated and timeless, with an added element of unadulterated individuality. With a new 850cc engine, the Special stays true to its heritage while retaining all the strength and elegance you would expect from a genuine Moto Guzzi. This classic icon embraces modernity head-on and has all the amenities needed to provide optimal performance, safety, and riding enjoyment. The name contains the hint. When riders get on this real legend, they will discover exactly what they are searching for in a motorbike. In addition to a number of deft chromatic details that distinguish its shape and color, like the spoked wheels with polished aluminum channels and black hubs, the instrument panel with 2 analog dials, and the bulb-shaped headlight, the iconic graphic on the fuel tank displays the new engine capacity. At 6,200 revolutions per minute, the maximum power increases by 25% to 65 horsepower at 6,800 revolutions per minute. With more than 80% accessible at 3,000 revolutions per minute, torque has also risen significantly, rising from 44.25 feet-lb at 4,250 revolutions per minute to 53.8 feet-lb at 5,000 revolutions per minute. Notable features of the new 850cc engine that complies with Euro 5 regulations are its larger displacement and redesigned big exhaust manifold arrangement. The model hardly strays from the classic Moto Guzzi aesthetic when it comes to looks, but in terms of performance, dependability, and enjoyment to ride, we are talking about an incredible transformation. The V7 Special boasts a new, cozy, old-school saddle with a traditional brown seat and a chrome steel passenger grip. This feature not only enhances the bike's exquisite appearance but also improves comfort for all riders. With the V7 Special, the Mandello del Lario design team continues to strive for perfection, setting new benchmarks for comfort, safety, and riding enjoyment. A reduced rear mudguard, a new LED headlamp, new front and rear indicators, and the high-performance Dunlop Aeromax Street Smart tires, which are perfect even in slick conditions, are characteristics that riders will love. The new engine capacity is showcased by an iconic graphic on the fuel tank, and its shape and color are distinguished by a number of clever chromatic details. Finishes that seamlessly blend tradition and innovation include the spoked wheels with black hubs and polished aluminum channels, the instrument panel with 2 analog dials, and the headlight that resembles a bulb. Modern bikes typically come equipped with a ton of electronics, but retro specials like the V7 Special you're looking at here are more analog-focused and provide a more straightforward experience. Yes, ABS is present, but don't expect sophisticated engine modes or cornering ABS. To prevent slippage in the wet, use TC, wristband, and wrist extender. Furthermore, the equipment level is appropriate for a machine that has been manufactured continuously for more than 50 years. It has a rich history, having come off the Mandello del Lario assembly line as early as 1967. Its V-twin arrangement across the frame and shaft drive was present then as well. Actually, it resembles a 1971 V7 Sport more, with the exception that the original flat bar has been repositioned to be much more upright for a more casual riding position. It also has a great deal of style. It has a really pleasant appearance, classic Guzzi lines, and a distinct throwback vibe. A lot of chrome and black paint are used. The Eagle logo is prominently shown. The pipes are beautifully curved. The headlamp is rounded, and the sophisticated grips are smooth. This V7, also known as the Special, is unique in that it is based on a tweaked version of the TT's V85, which results in 25% more power than the previous 750cc V7. Although it is no longer excessively extravagant for an oil or air-cooled motor, it complies with Euro 5 emissions regulations. Anticipate 73 Nm at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 65 horsepower, 48 kilowatts, at 6,800 revolutions per minute. Roughly 80% of it is supplied at a speed of 3,000 revolutions per minute. Sport bike engines, which must rev in order to produce torque, are somewhat different from Guzzi engines. This one is a classic cruiser, riding at a leisurely pace between 3,000 and 4,500 revolutions per minute. With the exception of narrower roads or passing, you rarely need to change and are usually always in top gear. There's a noticeable amount of the characteristic grunt of a V-twin, particularly around 80 km per hour in top gear, or about 3,000 revolutions per minute. At that moment, even the tachometer needle starts to tremble. Nevertheless, it becomes less stuttering as you approach 100, and at 110, or the sixth gear's estimated 4,000 revolutions per minute, everything is silent and the mirrors are clean. The bike appears to be happiest here as well, even though it can rev considerably higher. There is, however, a built-in speed limitation because of the upright riding position and lack of weather cover, which leaves you exposed to the elements. There isn't much mechanical noise, or maybe it's just muffled by the roar of the wind. The engine and the shaft drive unit are the major sources of gear noise. When you step on the throttle, there is occasionally a tiny wobble, but the torque impact of the shaft drive is not noticeable. When you engage first gear, the vehicle moves solidly without any clunking. It's not that easy to locate neutral, so good luck. Furthermore, upshifts aren't always a smooth process. A conventionally placed 4-piston Brembo caliper effectively retards the single 330mm disc. It performs considerably better when combined with the rear brake.